characters and their relationships in a script. How do you show how people relate together through words, through stage directions? So what I've got here are two sections of the same script. We're going to look at it together and we're going to see if we can figure out who the characters are and what their relationships is through the words. So, two characters. We've got Gerald and we've got Madeline. So, first of all, you've got Gerald slouching towards Madeline, and that's a really lovely use of the technique of body. Okay. Hey, Maddie. Oh, now she puts on the same slouch physically and verbally. Hey, Gerald, what does that tell us about it? We talk about body language. When you mirror someone's body language, you like them and want to be like them. So this is really interesting. You go into history and look at that. We've got the shortened word. And she says, yeah, sure. You gun. So they're copying. She's copying his words. So what does that tell us about how she feels about Gerald? And he says, yeah, sure, sure, yeah. This is really interesting. There's no words. There's limited choice of words, limited words here. Somebody who doesn't speak a lot, what does that tell us? What kind of person are they? What is this telling us about them? Gerald says, yeah. Now, there's a pause. I love the use of pause. I'm going to talk to you a lot about pauses. But what do pauses tell us about a characterization? So we're going now, right? And she's like, oh, yeah, right. And they start walking slowly with much slouching. Gerald, I gotta sorta talk to you. He's not a man of many words, is he? And Madeline's like, oh, okay, sure, me too, not to me, I gotta talk to you. You go first. Look at how short these sentences are. And his sentences are really short too. What is that telling us about the characters? It's really interesting to see the words that they're using. And he says, no, you go. And Madeline says, it's okay, you can go. So from this, we're getting the fact that she's trying to fit in with him. He's not hugely smart, the uses of the small words, the use of the contractions. Okay, this is the beginning of the scene. Now, I've missed a bit, but what he wanted to tell her was that he was breaking up with her and was going to go out with somebody else. And now let's look at how the language changes and what this tells us about the relationships. And let's see if we can figure out what's happening with the stage directions as well. So Madeline, you're breaking up with me. I guess so, yeah. Yeah? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay, see ya. See ya. And you've got all these short stuff. So this is very much like what we've gone before. But then look at this directions. He starts to slouch away and then she shakes her head and she runs after him. And she's like, wait, not see ya, not okay. Why? So straight away we've got this awesome change. Why what? Why are you breaking up with me, you pinhead? So straight away she's stopping using his words and she's getting these full long sentences. And she's got no abbreviations because I'm on the football team. And there's a pause while Madeline waits for more, okay? But there's nothing more forthcoming. And then she starts to get smarter, okay? You're going to have to be more specific. She's using bigger words. She's using bigger sentences. Well, Robert Deakins says you're not girlfriend material. And you listen to him? Yeah, he's the quarterback. And if Robert Deakins jumped off a bridge, I suppose you would too. So you can see that it's completely changing. Before, she was allowing him to lead the discussion, and now she's coming back with it. So already in this, we've got this huge change of character. So from this, what do you reckon is going to happen next? What can you tell about the characters now? So in these two short sections of one scene, there's been a change. And that's what makes it interesting. So this is the next task you've got to do. You've got to think about the characters in your scene. So let's do this for the scene we've just done. So let's do this for the amazing Gerald. Now you can write this in the voice of the character, or you can be perhaps a little bit more critical than that. So what's your relationship with the other characters in the scene? Straight away, Gerald is boyfriend, girlfriend, and you know that. How long have they known these characters? It may be implicit in the scene, it may not, but in this scene for the section I didn't show you, he's been boyfriend and girlfriend for 2 weeks. How do you feel about the others? Now he says this. He says in the scene that he thought she was going to be easy, but she's not, and so wants to break it up. So that's what you're going to put in there. And then what makes you unique or interesting? Now, when we're talking about personality here, it doesn't have to be nice personality traits. So, for example, I think Gerald is a jock. Okay, he's easily led, he's a little bit stupid. I'm going to be quite judgmental with him here. He's a teenage dirtbag, really. So you're going to put those things in there. What's your motivation in this scene? He wants to dump Maddie. Okay, and wants to dump Maddie with no drama. And how do you relate to the others? Are you forceful? Are you scared? Now this is really interesting because this changes in this scene. He was in charge first. I'm going to change pens because you can't see that. He was in charge, and then it switches, doesn't it? It switches. Look, I'm drawing all over the place. And then he becomes attacked. What do you want more than anything? What does Gerald want more than anything in the scene? To get out and to get some. Because his next girlfriend that he wants to go out with instead is meant to be an easy cheerleader. So you need to unpack this for all of your characters. I love how that scene manipulates what's happening without telling us. It shows us with the use of words. So think about the length of your sentences. Think about the words that you use. Think about how characters show their relationships by the words that they're using. You need to do this for every single one of your characters. So obviously, if you've got lots of characters, you're going to have a few, but you can see it's not a lot of unpacking work. It's just to make it clear in your head. If you are doing a chorus, the chorus is one character. So that makes your life easier.